Hi guys, I'm Novia from Adulting with Novia, and today I'm going to convert this Erin Condren Life Planner into my homeschool planner for the 2018-2019 school year. Now, for this school year, I actually used a completely different system. I used the Happy Planner Teacher Planner for the 2017-2018 year. As you can tell, there's a significant size difference between the two. The Happy Planner Teacher Planner can hold 8.5 by 11 sheets, while the Erin Condren planners, the Life Planners, not their Teacher Planner, their Life Planners are 7 inches by 9 inches. Their Teacher Planners are pretty much almost exactly the same as the Happy Planner Teacher Planner, with few variances. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about how we're going to convert this Life Planner and make it work for my homeschooling. Now, one of the reasons why I switched this year is because of the size. I homeschool my daughter, and this, while I made it work for me, is just, and I love the fact that you can, print curriculum and put it in there for the week. It was a bit, it's too big. It's too bulky. I can't carry it with me if we're homeschooling on the go, which we do a lot. We don't just homeschool at home. We homeschool everywhere. And this gets pretty hefty after a while, especially if you're adding stickers and washi and decorating and things like that. So this year I decided to go a bit smaller and go with the Erin Condren Life Planner and see how that goes. This is my first Erin Condren, and I'm hoping it'll be worth the expense. So far, it seems like it is worth the expense. So what I'm going to do first is a really quick flip through, because there are about 1 billion different Erin Condren videos out there for regarding flip throughs anyway, where you can see the inside. So this specific Life Planner is a colorful vertical layout planner. Yeah, that's really it. So I have the standard silver coil. It's aluminum, but whatever. I have the standard silver coil and the custom cover with our homeschool name on it, which my little person named our homeschool. And the school year it's for. This is actually an 18-month planner, as you can tell from the really pretty colorful tabs here. And later on, I'll probably uncoil it and recoil the rest, so that way the 2 school years don't get caught up and mixed up together. But that's for another time. Right now, we're talking about 2018-2019. So let's get into this. So when you open it, these covers double as dashboards. It's really thick laminate. It's good quality. And then you have a dashboard on the inside. Me personally, I'm not using that. That has no purpose for me. You can write on them with wet erase markers or Sharpie, and I've heard you can take it off with alcohol or acetone. I'll pass on that. That's a hard no. I'm just gonna leave it blank. We're done. Okay. Next up is this really nice thick vellum that has their theme for this year, which looks like colorful shredded wheat, but I think she calls it Woven Wonder. So, but it's really nice vellum to protect it. And then you have your title page where you're supposed to put your name. So as you can see, I'm starting to I've already kind of pre-planned in this to make this flip through and setup go a bit faster for the both of us. You have this little quote page, and then you flip to your 2018-2019 overview. Now, if you can't tell by my little page sticky here, I can actually get my life together right quick. I plan on using this as an attendance log. Our school requirements, or our state requirements or homeschool is 180 days. So what I did this current school year, because we homeschool year round, so we're still doing school until July. So this current school year, all I did, if I didn't suck so far this month, all I do is actually highlight the days that we do school in blue and highlight our break weeks in regular yellow highlight. See? And then I write down the days in which we actually went to school that month. That's pretty much exactly like all I do to track our days that we actually do school. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. So this is my attendance log. This is how I'm keeping track of our attendance. And then the next page you get this blank page with 12 boxes, which I think is funny because this is an 18-month planner, but you know, semantics. You get these 12 boxes here that you can use for, I mean, there's a great many things because they're blank. You can assign one for each month, and you can use them for unit studies you may be doing that month. Monthly goals you may have for that month for you and your family. They can be academic, character, personal goals regarding your kids. For those, you can track your monthly expenses. I personally am going to use this for a field trip log. This is something that I did this year as well. Because I try. It doesn't always happen because I work full time. I try to have a field trip a month. During the winter month for us, it can be a little but I try and have a field trip every month where I write down the date, the time, the location, any other info or like regarding finances, and if we're going with a local homeschooling group or something like that. Or I have like little post-its here that have like ideas for things we can do. That's pretty much all I'm doing with this page. It's the same exact setup. I'm just going to use this as a field trip log for us. So let me put my little post-it flag back in there. Then you flip into the monthly. Here, let me go to a blank monthly. Then you go to a monthly where you get this blank note sheet, which I know has caused either great controversy, great joy, or great pain, because this current year's they have like the little circles and 2 little sections or something. Yeah, I'm okay with the line sheet because you can make it anything that you necessarily need it to be. So you have the note sheet here, you have this divider, which is actually a nice cardstock with the laminated tab, and then you flip into your month, which has, you know, nice box spaces, not too big, not too small. It has moon phases. And if you actually go to a month that has holidays, let's see, I have another post-it sticky here. It has holidays. It'll have, you know, Grandparents' Day, Patriots' Day. This is September. Labor Day, your moon phases. And then if you have the colorful version, it tells you something like autumn begins, and it has like little colorful icons right here. So that's really cute. And then of course then you have your notes on a notes section on the side here, and a little calendar down at the bottom for the next month. This is something apparently that's new this year for the Erin Condren. So, I mean, you guys asked for it, she delivered. And then you flip into your weekly. So the weekly, like, it's pretty much the same, except you have like the woven wonder asterisks all over the place. And you have these 3 ombre vertical boxes, and below you have like 4 lines for extra notes or something. Your thankful thought, and then a long sidebar for notes. And if one month in somewhere in the middle of the next month, you're going to get the color from the previous month and the colors from your current month. And you just see, and then you have the solid colors for the next week. It also tells you the holiday on the day of, so Grandparents' Day, in case you forgot. looking at your monthly when Grandparents' Day was. It's on your weekly as well. So you have no excuse not to give cards. More weeklies, and then we go back to the monthly. So I'm gonna skip through because every single month is exactly like this and I refuse to waste our life. So I'm gonna flip through back here to where it says notes, because that's where the bulk of my setup is gonna happen. So when you get to the notes section, you have line sheets. So what is it? 2, 4, 5. I think you have 5 line sheets, 4 dotted sheets, and some useless color sheets. No, they're useless to me, but we'll get to that. So for each of the sheets, I have given them a purpose. So this one is obviously going to have my yearly goals, or I should say are, because I talk to my child every single year to find out what she wants to do, what she's interested in, so I can tie those things into our curriculum to keep her engaged. So here I'll have the yearly goals, and as you can see, I did a little bit of setup where I'll list character traits I want us to work on, academic goals, and this one is her personal goals, things that she wants to work on. That's something that I will talk to her about. Then next page is going to be her student schedule. Ideally her student schedule, not like because the best thing about homeschooling is that it's flexible. It's not rigid, it's not set in stone. Some days your kid wants to learn wants to focus on one thing more than something else. So you do a little bit of that something else, but try and tie in more of something that they're intrigued by. One day my daughter woke up and she wanted to learn about Napoleon. No idea where that came from. None. So she just sat and watched a bunch of documentaries on Napoleon that day, which is fine because she wants to learn about history. Learn about history. Who am I to stop you from being your best self? But this is supposed to be an ideal setup of her day every single day for her schedule. Next, we have what I'm going to put the expense tracker. So everything that I track out, that I buy, I'm going to keep a log for it. It's just a log. And then I have a place for needs and things that we need and things that we want. On the dot grid, the next one, this one I'm tentatively thinking about using for quarterly reviews and evaluations to figure out like what's working, what's not working, what can we incorporate more of, what can we lose, like what can we, how and which ways can we adapt to what she's doing and how she's learning it. So that's what this is for. I haven't figured out how to set this up yet, so we're not even gonna focus on that. Next is going to be her bookshelf, which is basically just going to be a running list of books she's read that school year. And then lastly, I'll have her 5th grade curriculum ideas because for the next school year. So I'll list like the curriculum, maybe the curriculum I find interesting or intriguing, or one that already works for us, and where I'm going to buy it and the price. And then after that, you get these coloring sheets, which I have zero purpose for. I understand that coloring is relaxing to some people. I draw and I find that relaxing in coloring as well, but I don't need it in my planner, honey. I don't need it. So I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with this other than like putting random post-it notes in here, because why? And then something new this year in the life planner is the keep in touch, the contacts. I'm just going to use this as a resources membership password log for things that we use regarding homeschool. That's all I'm going to use that for. Then you have your future log where you can mark down things for 2020, because that's not scary at all when you're in the middle of 2018. You got your adverb, and then you have 4 pages of stickers, which are all foiled, rose gold, silver, and regular old yellow gold. That is a very yellow gold. You have some goals, some trackers, some big flags, some checklists, cute little icon page. Again, all of these are foiled except for these. And then you have 10 of these. I don't know what kind of stickers to call these, but you have 10 of those, which are typical of the Erin Condren. And in the back, you have this folder. We have a decent pocket on this side and this little teeny tiny pocket on that side. And then there's the back. And that is the flip through part. So now that we flip through, let's get to the whole fun setup part. Seriously, let's get to the fun setup part. So what I'm gonna do is we're not gonna discuss the weekly or monthly because that's in a completely different world. So what I'm gonna start off with first is my name. Yeah, I have a slew of pens and pencils here, and as I use them, I'll let you know what I'm using to the best of my ability of not messing up names of brands, which I know I will. So, what is this? It's a Tombow Fudenosuke. I don't know. It's one of those. I don't know if this is I can never tell the difference between the hard tip and the soft tip. I think one is navy and the other's more black. I don't know. Can you tell a difference? Because help. I think one is more navy. Yeah, but I mean, who's in like the right light to be able to tell, oh look, there's like little colors. But seriously, who's in the right light to notice like this one's navy, this one's black? Nobody. No one. So which one is hard? Is it the blue one? I think it is. Because one's a soft tip. It came as a 2-pack and I got them from Hobby Lobby using the 40% off coupon. And one is a soft tip and one is a hard tip. But I'm not sure which. I think the black one's the soft one. Okay. So I'm going to try not to get my big noggin in your head. All right, now that I've made a complete hypocrite out of myself with this whole coloring thing, let's move on. All right, so we're not really doing anything to this page because all I do is really highlight. What I can do, I guess, if I'm feeling feisty, is highlight our start days. So this is actually, it's a 2018-2019 calendar I printed off calendarpedia.com, where I figured out how to, like, what our year is gonna look like, the days for a year, and how long each curriculum would take and such. So we actually start the day after Labor Day, which is September 4th. So what I think I'm going to do is, I don't know, let's put a little circle and mark our first day of school. That was a super dark purple. I regret this decision. I regret it instantly. Oh well. Close enough. It works. It tells you when we start. And we end in July, actually. I guess I'll do that too in this super dark purple because I don't know how to distinguish colors. Oh, in case you're interested, this is a Crayola super tip marker. I borrowed it from my daughter. It's not special. So there's that. And usually I will highlight the weeks in which we take breaks, because we school for 5 weeks and then we take a break. 5 more weeks, we take another break. 5 more weeks, and that wash and repeat until August, and we take all of August off and then start again right after Labor Day for the next grade. So since I'm saving the July monthly and weeklies for later, we're just going to flip back here to the notes. And this is where you get to jam out to music while I struggle bus through this process of setting this up, because I'm not going to be super chatty on this. Alright, sorry guys. Somewhere along the line my camera turned off. Didn't even realize it. So this is the completed goals page. You know, I struggle bust, made the doodly lines. It's alright. We'll be okay. And I use this orange Tombow to just, you know, try and match the flag. And you also missed me working on her student schedule page. But since this is where I was currently at, this is where I will continue working. Yes? Yes. So I'm trying to figure out, I guess we'll use the Fudenosuke. The only thing I've done so far was draw out the grid and the hours, write student schedule, try and match the flag with this Tombow pen or brush pen here. And I marked out or color blocked her meal times that I know Monday through Friday, because on the weekends that's her and her dad's time. So let's write breakfast. right, so we've reached the end of our journey. Yeah. So really quick flip through of what went down. All right, you ready? All right, let's do this. So we have our title page or name page, attendance log, which I don't really need that there anymore. Field trip log. All I did was add stickers from this green Happy Planner date book. It was the ones all the way in the back. So I added the months because I don't feel like trying to butcher this anymore with my brush lettering. And then most of our grunt work that happened here in the back. So we have a goals page that we're going to focus on for the upcoming school years, character traits, academic goals, personal goals she may have. The student schedule here, which I'm going to wait till we start our, until about maybe 2 weeks into our new curriculum before I actually cement what our ideal schedule will look like for homeschooling. I have my expense log. I have to get rid of all these eraser boogers. They're everywhere. I have my expense log where I track the date, the description, the source, the type. Like if it's, you know, an art supply or a book that we need or some sort of curriculum supplement, how much it costs, things we may need, things we may want. The quarterly overviews and evaluations, I haven't figured that out yet, so we're not even worrying about that at the moment. And this is our bookshelf. I made our flag a little bit too tiny, but whatever. So as the year goes on, what I will do is draw in a book if I can find a pen that did not fall on the floor. So like this. So maybe this book has you know, this on the spine. And then I put the title in there. Maybe we have like a little tinier book down here. Whoops. Maybe we have a tinier book down here that only has something, you know, along the bottom. And then I will write the titles inside of there and just keep track of all of our, you know, what would help if I like did this would be like to color this a bit. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Just gonna, I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm just gonna, maybe I should have left it alone. Oh well, whatever. It looks like fart trails, but whatever. So this is gonna be the bookshelf. Here I'm going to write out any future curriculum I see that I'm interested in purchasing for her or for the next school year. So here I have, you know, here we write the curriculum, the source, the price, and then the coloring pages I haven't figured out yet. And that's really how I'm using this for how I converted all these extra pages and things in here for my homeschool, for my homeschool planner. And that's really how I am using this as my homeschool planner. Now, when I get into my July setup, I'll show you exactly how I plan on using these monthly note pages and how I'll make it relate to my homeschool, as well as what I'm doing with the monthlies and how I'm going to use these weeklies to mark what we're doing. So thanks so much for stopping by and watching my video. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please don't forget to click subscribe and click the little bell if you want to be a part of the Adulting Notification Squad. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.